Hey, everybody. Welcome back and happy Thursday. Do you guys know what this means? This means, thank God it's Thursday. We're getting into the weekend, Friday. Everybody's been asking about Jason, by the way. Jason is hosting a big event tomorrow night at Leva from Southern Charm. Her and her husband own a restaurant called Lamar's. They're hosting a big event. So if you guys are in Charleston, DM me. I think that it would be really fun to see you. But otherwise, we are back to talk about some Vanderpump Rules on this fine Thursday. I got my tan on. I got my no, that was just my tan on. Okay, guys. So let's get into the Ariana Madix of it all. But before we do, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And let's jump right in.
Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it.
All right, guys. So we're back to talk about the Ariana Madix of it all because you guys know there's always a little bit of drama and it looks like it's not stopping anytime soon. So here we go. Thank you to Reality Blurb. Ariana Madix slammed the producers for seemingly trapping her at the Vanderpump Rules reunion in retaliation for her refusing to film with Tom Sandoval during the finale. It was while appearing on Katie Maloney and Dana Cathan's podcast on Wednesday, Ariana accused the producers of attempting to manipulate a fake scene between her and Sandoval, while also reacting to criticism that she received regarding her behavior at the reunion and talking about her boyfriend. Oh, God. This gets. Can I just say really quick? Like sometimes I do get surprised sometimes when the cast members slam the producers because I'm like, you got to be really confident to be able to do that because these people are the ones who they have to work with you and they also have an input on whether or not you come back. But I guess that Ariana's status, they probably don't. Always amazes me. Always. They did not want or they did not do what they thought that they were going to do, is what she said. You see my mouth? I said, what the fuck? And I think, Tashina, which was literally like, oh, so this is what they're doing. Because when they emailed the episodes, they said, you'll notice that you don't have da 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 da. But then they really didn't say why. And so it felt like, honestly, it felt very pointed towards me. Now, after denying Sandoval a conversation at the finale in San Diego, Ariana and her castmates were met with footage of the final moments of the finale during the taping of the reunion. It felt like, well, we have her trapped in this room now, so we didn't get what we wanted to get. This is like some sort of tearful. We didn't get her to break down in a real life moment. So we're going to retaliate by doing this right now in a place where she's contractually obligated to be here and try to force this moment now. And it's like, great, I cried. Are you guys, you're happy now? But according to Ariana, she gave them the best ending to what the season could have been in that moment by leaving. I do want to kind of add to this really quick. When she says I gave them the best season, I mean, who knows at the end of the day if that's true or if it's not true, but what I do think is like, listen, she did give them a whole ending. Like there was a Instagram site, Bravo OMG, which I love them. They actually listed out everything that she said. Listen to the points. Ariana says that she wouldn't have come in guns a-blazing if she had watched the season in full or not. She flew in and stayed at Katie's, and she got on a flight immediately after the reunion to fly back to New York City to perform in Chicago. Katie and Ariana seemed over the reunion while discussing it on the podcast. Katie and Ariana did not like that production waited to show the last 5 minutes of the finale to the cast at the reunion. Katie said it was mean to Ariana. Ariana mouthed, what the f-, to Sheena when they were showing the last 5 minutes. And Ariana felt production retaliated against her when showing the last 5 minutes because they didn't get what they wanted out of her this season. It continues. Ariana felt the production wanted her to cry and they got their wish. And Katie says the last 5 minutes did not affect anyone else on the cast but Ariana, and it was mean. Ariana says that she gave production a good ending to a boring season, and Katie and Ariana say that they're always authentic. They seemed very annoyed with production, but Ariana said that she had to convince Dan to even film FaceTime because he did not want to be on camera. And she also said that production wanted her to have a Tom and Kristen crying moment from Miami in season 3, but she pretty much was like, "I'm not interested in doing that." Now, according to Ariana, again, she gave them the best fucking ending. She said, "It was real and it was exciting to watch." Like, sorry, if you're looking at it only from a perspective of like good reality TV, I gave you good reality TV. Standing there, this conversation was like being this fake thing, manufactured thing that was like wanting to be had would have been a boring cap to a boring ass season. Oh my God. So she's essentially slamming. By the way, for her, this is how you know that she's making money because she's like, that's what would have been a boring cap to a boring ass season. That's the show. There was a cast member I recently spoke to from a different city, and the cast member was asked in an interview, like, do you think one day you're gonna build your family here in the city or buy a home in the city? And that cast member said no. Like when this is all over, I'm going to move to this city. And Bravo did not like that because they're like, wait, no, you're right now you're repping this. Like, what are you talking about? You might move. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? And for Ariana, she's like, it's a shitty ending to a shitty season. I don't care. What are you going to fire me? Fire me. And it's like, I mean, you can tell her give a damn is definitely broken. What did I not show you? I showed you my storage unit of a fucking bedroom. If you watch the season and you don't see how low I am during the whole time, you need glasses. I showed up on everything. I showed all of the stuff. If there's stuff that they filmed and then decided not to air, that has nothing to do with me, but I gave it all. I even had to convince Dan to FaceTime. He's like, I don't want to do that. And I was like, well, please. As for what her producers wanted out of her, Ariana compared her and Sandoval's situation to the Miami girl situation. She said they wanted the Kristen Doty Miami conversation redone like 2.0, but the tearful apology is the 2 seconds later. And that's why it's never a thing because there is no, it's like 2 seconds after that, it turns on a dime. And so you can't ever trust it anyways. So what's the point in having it? Now, although some have criticized Ariana for not watching the entirety of the season before the reunion taping, suggesting that she would have given more emotion if she had, Ariana noted that she saw plenty of clips like online that said that she simply did not care to go tit for tat with her castmates. She said, I went there, I flew in, I stayed at Katie's and then literally got on the plane that night after the reunion to fly back and do 2 shows on Broadway the next day. I was doing my best to show up, but at the same time, it was like, I don't have that strong of feelings. I don't think that would have changed anything about like how I responded to things because I also was like, even if I feel deeply about something, which you do see me talk about things that I felt strongly about, but other stuff, I'm like, am I really going to sit there and correct every little lie or interject? No, I'm not going to do that. I'm at the point now where I feel like that something's changed for me as a person. And I've become a little bit like, what you say about me, you can think that. I don't care. It doesn't change my life or it doesn't change who I am if you think that about me, especially if you're not part of my life on a day to day basis. So it's like I could sit here and I could correct it, but for what? For who? Who would I be doing it for? And as for claims that due to her romance with Dan, she shouldn't have held such resentment towards Sandoval, Ariana clarified that her new relationship had nothing to do with what she'd been through. Being over that person romantically doesn't mean you're over the stuff that you went through. And still going through because I'm still dealing with like all of it. I haven't been at the house since September and I'm still having to deal with it. So, yeah. Okay. I want to hear what you guys think. So, guys, pop off in the comment section. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And thanks, guys. See you in a little bit.